Hi, I'm Tom Scarpello of Revology Cars, and this is car number 260, a 1967 Shelby GT350 in lime gold metallic with black Nappa leather interior. Today I'm going to take you on a walk around of this car, and we're going to go for a drive. Let's get started. Okay, 1967 Shelby GT350 lime gold metallic. This is such a cool color. This was an original color, very 60s. It looks perfect on the GT350. I personally love this color. One of our paint technicians called it the guacamole car, and I personally love guacamole, so maybe that's the reason that I like this color. I think it looks great with the Wimbledon white stripes, looks very original. Now this car is a stock unit, it's available for sale. We spec'd it out in a popular configuration, so an original color, original stripe. So we did equip it with the flush mount hood latches, but everything is all 67 Shelby GT350. At the front, the wheels are the 17-inch 10-spoke Shelby wheels, all Shelby GT350 all the way to the back of the car. Everything very, very original, except for the Orla tips poking out under the rear valance. You've got, of course, the right-hand side rear view mirror, which the original cars didn't have, and you do not have that ugly radio antenna mast sticking out of the fender. Otherwise, straight 67 Shelby. So all these little tiny Revology details are really the only tip-offs that you're not looking at an original 67 Shelby. Same goes for the interior. This car is equipped with the Porsche Nappa leather, brushed aluminum inserts, and of course our T-handle shifter. All of the automatic cars that we're building these days are coming with the T-handle shifter. It's also one of the first cars that feature the interiors that were sewn together with our new equipment. We recently upgraded our entire upholstery department to a more industrial type of sewing machine made by Juki. It's a much more sophisticated commercial use machine. It provides for more precise stitching, better control. Overall, the level of craftsmanship has really been elevated as a result of that investment. All right, so let's go for a drive. You would think after having built 260 of these that we would be pretty well settled in terms of how we build the cars. As they say where I'm from in Georgia, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But at Revology, we don't think that way. We have a continuous improvement mindset, so we're always looking for better ways to do things, to do them more efficiently, to make them work better, to make the car perform better in every way. And that mindset has really led to a lot of great improvements over the years, and they don't have to be massive step change improvements. I think one of the big flaws a lot of businesses have is that they just swing for the fences and they're going for home runs all the time, but they're not really thinking about how these little base hits and maybe take a walk and then steal second, and then you get a single and the guy comes home. Those little incremental steps are gonna lead you to win the game, to a better outcome. It is kind of, actually, I think, kind of an American mentality to always think about the home run and not really think about these kind of incremental improvements. But, really a lot of incremental improvements can really be a game changer. And I think the Revology Mustang is a great example of that, because there isn't any one thing I can point to that makes these cars what they are, but it's just a combination of many, many things. So one of the tools that we use is a cross-functional team, or CFT, and it's not something that we invented. The basic idea of a CFT is that you get people from different functions involved to work on a problem. And in this particular case was the CFT that we created for interior craftsmanship, which led to the purchase of the Juki machines. Craftsmanship, for us, is a really important component of quality. Quality is the fitness for use, or how well a product meets the customer expectations. And craftsmanship is more about how that product is made. On a car, it's the way the body panels fit together, the finish and luster of the paint, how the interior is stitched together, how the door sounds when you slam it, how the exhaust sounds when you accelerate. All of those things are elements of craftsmanship. Not really a big factor for the customer for an economy car, like a Toyota Corolla, for example, but if it is a Ferrari or a Bentley or, of course, a Revology Mustang, craftsmanship is a big, big part of the equation. So looking at how we could improve our interior craftsmanship, we created this cross-functional team. Team worked together, studied the challenge, came up with a list of 40 things that we could do. Some of them bigger than others. In the case of the Juki machines, that was a pretty big investment, a really big investment, in fact. And a lot of people in the industry would say, you don't need that kind of equipment if you know what you're doing. And to that, I say, people that make that statement just don't want to make the investment, because craftsmanship requires skill. Is it true that you can get a good outcome with something less than the best available tool or piece of equipment for the job? Yeah, you can. You can work around deficiencies in the equipment if you're a skilled craftsperson. That's a true statement. So there's a lot of magic in the word craftsmanship because it implies skill, expertise, attention to detail. But if you're using craftsmanship to compensate for a poor process, you're not going to produce a consistent result for the customer, and you're not allowing your people to do their best work. It's really important to make sure that even the most skilled craft people are equipped with the best possible tools to do the job, and that allows them to reach their full potential and deliver the best possible product for the customer. So we made that big investment. And there are other things that we did and are doing and we are continuing to do, not just in the area of interior craftsmanship, but in all areas of the car, just to continuously improve, make it better, more reliable, more fun to drive. That's my job. That's our management team's job at Revology, is to facilitate our people's ability to do their best work.